Welcome back to Clive Barker's Hellraiser. This is a Boom comic series that I'm releasing here on the channel 3 times a week. This is part 7. If you have missed part 1, you'll find it linked down below, and I've also compiled all of these now into their own playlist, as this is, I guess you could say, a mini-series. But that being said, let's dive right into it. We opened with Kirsty in grass, sun blazing down on her. She rolls over, sees a figure in the distance. Daddy. Oh, Daddy, you're here. She sees Edgar. She runs off. Edgar, my love, I promise you, yes. The answer was always yes, and you, all 3 of you. Where is this? Tell me, what happened? She has tears running down her face. She sees her father, Edgar, Bethany, Marcus, and Alex. All her loved ones that were taken from her. When last we saw Kirsty, she was descending into the gates of the labyrinth. Tiffany smashed the box. All gateways to hell were lost. Where is she now? There's a loud noise. Edgar starts to disappear. Kirsty, God, no, please. Not again, not ever. And like glass, they shatter in her face. The shards of that reality fall around her, and she's left with a door. She goes to open it, looking at the labyrinth beyond, a place she is familiar with. Leviathan, Lord of the Labyrinth, surveys the land. His bastard beams shine down, and there, in the distance, flying high above the hell domain, is the guardian of the lament configuration, the skeletal demonic dragon. Now Kirsty descends into the depths of hell. Where are you, priest? No demons left to greet me? But yes, there is a demon, and it has seen Kirsty. She's here, the human, the meddler. Come for the priest, or the priest for her. The angel has finally come. And we see who this man was talking to. It's the female Cenopite, as she lurks in the shadows. And as Kirsty descends the depths of hell, she finds herself at a castle. She walks in the door, and she sees a demon at a fire, sharpening a blade, skeletons and flesh and bone hanging from the ceiling. It hasn't noticed her yet. And indeed, she hasn't noticed it. But as she gets closer, it turns and she realizes what it is. It's the engineer. It turns and it screeches. And just as it was before, Kirsty flees, racing off down a corridor, the engineer in pursuit. And just as she trips, falling, the engineer about to pounce, something comes out of the darkness. It's a blade, a scythe. One we have seen before. And a hand, outstretched to Kirsty Cottons. One hand in another, demon to human. It's the female Cenopite. I don't understand. Why would you save me? Come, Kirsty. We should, as they say, make haste. There is death to suffer beyond even the boundaries of hell. There is deeper into the void left yet to go, but the engineer is not so easily sent there. Why do you call it the engineer? Because it builds the constructs, it repairs things. Just like ours? Not quite. And there, where the body of the engineer lay, now just a pool of blood. As they walk off into the distance. And now we see what female Cenobite meant, because she continues her sentence. Because ours can repair itself. And there, we see a bloody trail, and the engineer pulling its guts inside itself, stitching back up its wounds. And as Female and Kirsty continue down into the depths of the labyrinth, Female stops Kirsty. Halt, woman. We should be safe here for now. You never answered my question. Why help me after such a betrayal? He has yet to find me, my lover, the pointed one, but the chains still listen for now, at least. Mind your footing, she says, as Kirsty has to jump out of the way, and a chain crashes to the floor. This is the answer to your question. And we see exactly what it was. The chain was attached to a box, a microcosm of hell. And Female continues her explanation. Hell is a place of impermanence, Kirsty. One cannot suffer if the torture is routine. One cannot take pleasure if the sensation remains the same. Hell provides a pattern, Kirsty, a comfort, and then tears it away. And we see people being sawn in half, hacked apart, and bees, 1,000 bees stinging. The demons, the workers, the Cenobites, they feast, they fight, they fuck, they wager, they war, they rage, they rebel, they make promises they do not intend to keep. Change comes slowly here, the machinery of millennia. The gears move as snails do, but it happens if you wait, if you're patient. You must see him as I saw him, Kirsty, the greatest of his kind. Inventive, ambitious, his appetites and curiosities, his insatiable lust for discovery. I was enraptured, and so I ignore the obvious, which was that these were human qualities, aspects of his former self buried but not yet forgotten, and humans are an impatient lot. Kirsty clearly getting tired with all the riddles. What do you want from me? Change is about to come, Kirsty, and I am patient indeed. I adapt. I know my station, and you would be a far better ally than an enemy. He will most surely fail in his pursuit of heaven. What might he possibly do in life that would forgive him this? And if he fails, he returns, damned like the rest of them? I've aided you. I've brought you here, only to ask that should he falter, his torture be mine to ascribe. Because vengeance is patient as well. And there we see the Hell Priest at the location where we started, where he set his plan in motion. She approaches. My effort has succeeded. Despite your protests, now prepare the rite. Half succeeded, priest. Failure so often occurs closest to the goal. Never doubt that one might steal salvation, just as I convinced her to accept damnation. Yet ill-informed, she does not yet know the consequence of destroying the Toymaker's devices, their actual purpose. The ungleaned piece of information on which I laid my gamble. What do you know that we do not? What might possibly earn your passage? If angels dance on the heads of pins, how blessed might I be? Speak your request, antagonist, for you are not the hero of this tale. Beg what Leviathan might allow. Grant me admission to the sanctum. Permission granted. Look to the sky, such a sight to show even you. And we're back with Kirsty and Female. They're at a bridge close to Leviathan, and a huge bell tolls. What was that? It's beginning. The time has come. The final hour of Kirsty Cotton's life. And there, Leviathan, a door opening, a panel shifting, stairs coming down. And Female and Kirsty Cotton begin to walk up the flight of stairs. But just as they're about to start the stairs, Female spots the engineer behind them. Kirsty, beware! Kirsty grabs one of the blades on Female's belt, sends it flying, hacking, decapitating the engineer. And in a strange turn of events, Kirsty, looking at the engineer while speaking to Female, I'm sorry this happened to you. You deserved better despite all you've done. So I agree. He'll be yours. His damnation, your plaything. Because I make the rules now. Go to your fate, Kirsty Cotton. It's yours. It always was. As Female kicks the engineer's head off the bridge. And there at the top of the stairs is Pinhead, holding his arms outstretched, as if ready to embrace Kirsty Cotton. To be continued.